We start off today with a very interesting subject called the four quarters of life. It's a new book I have just finished writing, and very shortly you will have that book. How do people live life? How do people live life? We're all born, and there's no choice. You did not decide your father, your mother, you did not decide your nationality, you did not decide the place, your date of birth, your male, female, gender. You did not decide your religion. You were just born. Who decided your life? Do we know? Not many of us realize that there is something that decides our life. We live in ignorance and we die. That's it. Our life just zooms. Like I say, zoom from womb to tomb. But today, I'm touching a new topic. This we have already discussed before. So when you are born, what do? Krishna Sharma, Sangam Gupta, Ashok Maheshwari, Kumar Swami, Sanjay Das, Sudeep Bhargava, anybody on this call, Samita, Bridget, Ajitek, what do? When you're born, we all have to go through the same process. A small baby has to be fed, a small baby has to grow, a small baby has to learn. We go to LKG, we go to kindergarten, we go to school, we go to university. We develop our body, we develop our mind. It doesn't matter, male, female, Rajendra Makwana, Ruchika, it doesn't matter who it is. Everybody, Rajaratnam, Bisham, you all have grown up. No child can be born and from the maternity ward of a hospital, they straight away go to university. Is it possible? Is it possible straight away for a child to go from the birthday to the university? No, it's not possible. We all have to spend many years in growing up. But while we all grow, what we don't realize is this is not enough. You know, there was a man, very interesting story I heard. There was a man who met a mystic. There was a man who met a darvish, mystic, yogi, whatever you call. Oh, yogi to Ananda mein tha. Oh, Anand mein tha. So that man told him, you are such a yogi, you are such a mystic, darvish, Anand mein hai. You know, I'm struggling so much. I'm struggling. He asked him, why you're struggling? He said, every day, you see, I'm cutting wood. Every day I'm cutting wood. All day I cut. I get few rupees. That mystic told him, you're a fool. He said, why am I a fool? He said, just go 5 kilometers forward. Instead of cutting wood, you cut sandalwood. There's a special forest. Don't just cut ordinary wood, you cut sandalwood. So this man was very happy. Yogi gave him idea, he went forward, he cut sandalwood. And after a few months, he met the yogi. He said, thank you so much. Now my work, I'm earning a lot of money because instead of cutting wood, I'm cutting sandalwood. But I want more. The yogi told very simple. Why you're cutting sandalwood? Go beyond that. You can mine silver. You can become a silversmith. So he went and started getting silver. And then the next time he told him the next mine is a gold mine. You go to the gold mine. And finally, like this woodcutter made a lot of money until one day he taught him how to mine diamonds. And he made a lot of money. After some years, he met the yogi. The yogi told, now you are very happy. Now are you happy? He told the yogi, I am not yet happy because now my children are unhappy. My children are fighting. My wife is pulling my hair. Every day night she's fighting with me. Give this money, do like this, do like that. How come you are so happy? He asked the yogi, how come you are so happy? The yogi told him, because I left searching for this sandalwood and silver and gold and diamonds long back. I went in search of enlightenment. And I attained enlightenment. This man was shocked. He said, why you did not tell me? I also could have gone for enlightenment. Why you told me? He said, you didn't ask me for enlightenment. You asked me how to get more money. So I told you how to get more money. My dear friends, what I'm trying to say, what are we doing in our life? We don't realize we grow up, and before we realize it, we are chasing gold, we become old. We are chasing gold, we become old, and our life is over. Look around you. Everybody in this world, look around you. First quarter of life, everybody is learning. The second quarter of life, everybody is earning. What are we doing? Career, job, business, marriage. Ultimately, we die. And what are we looking for in life? What are we looking for in life? When I look at people, you know what I feel? People are so ignorant. That's why people are saying, what are people saying? ये मेरा नाम है, ये मेरा घर है, ये मेरा कारोबार है, मेरा परिवार है, सब मेरा है। ये जो दिखता है, ये तो मिथ्य है, ये सत्य ना है, कुछ ना अपना है, सब छोड़ जाना है। मिथ्य क्या है, सत्य क्या, सच को है जानना। मिथ्य क्या, सत्य क्या, सच को है जानना। मिथ्य क्या, सत्य क्या। डू यू नो मिथ्य क्या है, सत्य क्या है? यू से ये मेरा नाम है, ये मेरा घर है, ये मेरा परिवार है, ये मेरा बेटा है, सब मेरा है। All the time we are ignorantly saying this is mine, that is mine, this is mine, that is mine, and life is over. We live as a slave to me, me, the mind and ego. We live such shallow lives. What's our focus? Our focus is on the home, family, kids, business, name, success. Finished. We'll die. Why did you come to earth? What was the purpose of human birth? Not many of us even think about it. So we die. And we don't understand the purpose of life. Who am I? Why am I here? So today, I am going to reveal to you a very interesting thing called the 4 quarters of life. It's a new concept to you probably. We have forgotten this. And we have to revive, all of us on the Zoom call, we have to revive what is called the 4 quarters of modern day life. Modern day life is just like life was before. There are 4 quarters. Because why are there 4 quarters? Because 4 quarter means 25, 25, 25, 25. The reason, man can live maximum for 100 years. A man cannot live for more than 100 years. 1 or 2 men, 5 men will live, but 99.9% will die. What is the average life today for a human being? 75 years. Only 75 years. In Africa, 50, 55. In Japan, 90. In India, maybe 75 years. What is the purpose of each quarter of our life? If we are going to live 70, 80, 90, 100 years, what is the purpose? First 25 years, we are learning. We all, whether it is Sudeep, Bhargava or Dattatray, first 25 years, school, college, learning, growing. You agree? So the next 25 years, what happens? Ajitek Dada, what happens? Shadi, bacha, family, career, everybody. I'm sure Bridget also will agree. From 25 to 50, people are busy living a life to make their family, to build a family, to earn, and to settle down. But the first 25 years, Sanjay Das, Kumar Swamy, Girish, everybody, first 25 years, we are just growing up and we are learning. But what is the purpose of life? Are we supposed to spend 1/4 learning, second quarter earning, and third quarter dying? That's all. Is that what life is all about? So when you finish 3 quarters in life, the fourth quarter, according to me, is a bonus quarter. After 75, you have got what is called bonus. Because after 75, your life, you're not sure whether you will see another 1 day or 1 month or 1 year. You don't know. Because you have crossed the average life span. So my dear friends, today we are trying to focus on the 4 quarters of life and the meaning of life. We have to pause for a moment and we have to understand what is life all about. जीवन उसके हाथों में है, होगा वो जो वो चाहते हैं, हमें अपना फर्ज निभाना, जो अपना धर्म वो करना, पर मकसद जीवन का क्या है, प्रभु को हमें पाना है, ये हम भूल जाते, माया में डूब जाते, जीवन क्या, सच का एहसास होना, सबको मरना, फिर क्यों है डरना, लीला है ये, कर्म है करना, मंजूर करना, स्वीकार करना, कबूल करना. What is the meaning of life? How many quarters have you finished? Where are you in the journey called life? Have you finished first quarter? I have very few people in this group, in the Zoom call, who are in first quarter. Gaurish, I think Navjot, Gaurish. We have few people who are in this only in the first quarter. But most people, I think, are in the second quarter. Most people. And many people are third quarter. Third quarter means over 50. So we have got few people first quarter, many people second quarter, many people third quarter. Very few, I think above 75, I don't know. Anybody above 75, I don't know, fourth quarter. I think maybe borderline, 70, 75, there may be few. I'm not sure how. There will be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 people at least who's over 75. But my dear friends, before we get into question answers today, what are we trying to say? In the ancient civilization, there were 4 ashramas: Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas. The first ashram was Brahmacharya. People used to go to a Gurukul and people used to study with a Guru. First quarter of life. Second quarter was called Grihastha. Everybody had to marry, everybody had to get children, everybody had to take up the responsibility of the family. If the father was a carpenter, you become a carpenter. If the father was a king, you become a king. If the father was a pandit, you become pandit. So everybody became, there was no, you could not say, okay, Papa, I'm going for computers classes, I'm going to America for IT, information technology. He'll give you one slap. What information technology? Shut up. I am a farmer, you be a farmer. That's how life was. So there was no opportunity for people to explore a new life. So my dear friends, there was Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyas. Today's world, we can't do this, right? Today's world, imagine at 50 years old, 50 years old, your son tells you, okay, Papa, now you get out. Now you and Mama, please go to the forest. I will take over the business. Will the people give today? Nobody will give today. If you are 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, you are sitting like a watchdog. You're sitting on the cash counter. You're holding the checkbook in your hand. Anybody gives, any father gives his son the business after he's 50 years and he goes to the forest? No, in the ancient times, you had to do it. In the ancient times, you had to leave and go. Vanaprastha. Vanaprastha means You take your wife and you leave everything to your children and you go. And after some time, the Vanaprastha used to take up sannyas, total renunciation, living with God. Because there was a goal. The goal was moksha. I think Dattatreya asked me today, what are the Purushartha? The Purushartha are the four goals of human life, right? And that is Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So Dattatreya, this is a matching to Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas. The four quarters in the ancient days had the four Purusharthas. But people used to want God. People used to want moksha. People used to go in search of the truth. In today's world, people are not bothered. People are just saying, finish, what do you finish? Millionaire. Now what? Billionaire. What are you doing? I bought Mercedes Benz. Next, what you are buying? I want to buy private jet. Then what? I want to buy a yacht. I want to buy ship. What is this? One day you die. Over. Game is over. Unfortunately, my dear friends, we have forgotten the four quarters of human life. We have forgotten that we have to live like a yogi. That's why we are not happy. Today's modern world, people are so miserable. People, a man like Bill Gates, the world's richest man, after 27 years, divorce. After 27 years. And all the worms come out of the can. Okay, we are not bothered about the personal life of anybody. But I'm saying the richest people in this world are miserable because they don't have peace of mind. Because they have not learned the four quarters of life. Of course, a man like Bill Gates, you appreciate, he did a lot of charity work. He left his business. He went into doing a foundation. But I'm asking in general, how are you and me? How are we going to go through these four quarters of life? We all, 2 quarters, we all are doing. What we are doing? 1 quarter, learning. Second quarter, earning. Then third quarter, dying. Finished. How many of us live like a yogi? How many of us live like a true yogi? Sanjay, you know the meaning of yogi? You can tell me the song on yogi? You can sing? You must know this song. This is some of the songs you all should remember. Some good songs. What does the song say? योगी जो योग में सदा ही रहे, प्रभु के योग में रहे, संसार की माया में वो ना अटके, सदा योग में वो रहे, प्रभु की प्यास हो सदा, प्रभु से प्यार वो करे, योगी वो है जो माया से बच के रहे, प्रभु के योग में रहे, योगी जो योग में सदा ही रहे, प्रभु के योग में रहे. Very, very important for us to learn who is a yogi. How many of us are following the 4 stages in life today? How many of us are actually following? I am lucky. I am really lucky. By chance, my first quarter finished at 20. I finished learning at 20. Then I finished my business from by 40. I shut down my business by 40. Then I went on talash. I went on a quest. I realized some truth about life. And I'm living a life of bliss. I'm living a life of divine peace. How many of us are lucky? How many of us are lucky to follow the ashramas, inspired by the ashramas? How many of us are living our life? Do you have the courage? Do you have the courage after you finish first quarter of learning and second quarter of earning and building a household, build a family? Do you have the courage to live with God? Do you have the courage to go into the third quarter with a purpose? We are so lost in the material world. We have forgotten something known as the spiritual world. We have just forgotten something called spiritual world. We are blind. I love to say this. I say we are 99% of this humanity is blind. 1% is visually blind. 1% is visually blind. 99% is spiritually blind. But when will we realize this truth? When will we realize that 99% of us are spiritually blind? That's why a man who goes to Paris in front of the Eiffel Tower and he says, "Idhar hai tower, Eiffel Tower dikhao." And then Samita Gupta points out and says, "See, that is Eiffel Tower." "I can't see. You're lying. There is no Eiffel Tower." "No, no, see properly. It's there." Man is blind. If the man is blind, what can he do? He cannot see. So therefore, we must realize. What must you realize? अंधे जो होते हैं ये सोचते दुनिया में क्या है कुछ भी नहीं अंधकार के अविद्या में जीते मरते सच का एहसास उनको होता नहीं प्रभु तो हर शय में है दिखते नहीं हम भी अंधे हैं अंधे हम सभी अंधे जो होते हैं ये सोचते दुनिया में क्या है कुछ भी नहीं. What a blind man thinks. There's nothing. Hey, Chuma, you're telling man, what you're telling, this is strawberry, this is raspberry, this is jackfruit. No, I can't see anything. So you make him eat one jackfruit to taste it. This is very good, yeah. What is this? It's jackfruit. Oh, very good. At least he can taste. Blind man can taste. Then he believes there is something. We are also blind, but we must taste God. If we are blind, we should taste God. How will we taste? By going in search of enlightenment, by going to realize the truth, by overcoming our ignorance. Like I told you, the blind man can't see, but the blind man can eat. The blind man can hear. The blind man can touch. You know, my dear friends, today's session is very important because these 4 quarters of life, Rajendra Bhakwana, आप 100 साल से ज़्यादा जिएंगे? Will you live over 100 years? You think you will live over 100 years? You know, practically after 100, even if you live after 100 years, you can't see, you can't smell, you can't walk, you can't talk, you can't do anything. You become a bhoj. You become a burden on people. So for all practical purposes, we don't live over 100 years. My point is, we have forgotten that life is in 4 quarters. We have forgotten. We have forgotten 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters. Those who are in the first quarter, they are going on learning. Okay, no problem. But after first quarter, second quarter, when you're earning and earning and earning, at least find out why you're earning. Don't just exist. Have I told you the story? Another story of the king who got lost in the forest. Today I'm telling you some news stories, I think, right? A king got lost in a forest and a poor man saved him. So he told the man, "What do you want?" The man said, "I am very poor, sir. Give me whatever you want." So the king gave him a very huge land of sandalwood trees. And he told him, "These are all expensive trees. And you, with the sandalwood trees, you can make a lot of money and your poverty will be gone." Right? So another 2 years passed. The king was again passing by this side because the king got lost in this side. He remembered the man. He went and told him, "How are you?" The man was in poverty. He had no money. He was very poor. And the king looked. All the trees were cut. All the sandalwood trees were cut. So the king asked him, "What did you do?" He said, "Sir, I cut the trees. I made charcoal and I sold it." The king said, "This is sandalwood trees. Why did you make charcoal and sell? Are you mad? This is sandalwood trees." So he told, "Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry, I forgot it. Okay, I'm sorry. You give me one more land. And then this time I will use the sandalwood and I will get money and I will not be poor again." King told him, "Sorry. You get such a sandalwood forest only once in my lifetime. I can't give you second time." What is the story? What are we learning from this king's story? The king did not agree to give the poor man one more forest of land, sandalwood trees. He told him, I already gave you one time. You wasted it. God has given us a life one time. If you waste it, can you tell God, Prabhu, 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 thoda rewind karo? Huh? Ashok Maheshwari, can you rewind 25 years of your life? Can you, Ashok Maheshwari, can you tell God, Krishna, Krishna, thoda 25 saal wapas karo? Can you go back 25 years? You cannot go back 25. You cannot even go back 25 minutes. You cannot go back 25 minutes. My dear friends, therefore, we have been taught there are 4 quarters. Whether you are in the first quarter, you leave it. First quarter is bachcho ka quarter. Leave it. Everybody from 0 to 25 years, there's no point expecting a person of 19 or 20 years to attain moksha. If they do, some people on the call, I'm impressed. Young boys are attending this call. Many people, at least 3, 4, 5 people, including Motkulanand's children, Sachin's children. So many of your kids are attending these calls. So my dear friend, we have got 4 quarters. We have to value human birth. Don't regret it after squandering your time, your life. It's a precious possession. Use life for liberation, for moksha. But we waste our life like that man. He burnt all the sandalwood trees and made charcoal. What is the use? We are making charcoal out of our life. We have to learn to live our life meaningfully. The first quarter cannot change because we will learn. We will go to school, college is a preparatory stage. But what about the second quarter? Are we supposed to only make money, 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 build a family, make money, become rich, become famous, and finish? You're 50 years old. After you finish 50, you're just running the race. You're just running the race. You get caught because you're trying to become an ace. You get caught in a maze. And in the end, it's only a rat race. Because whatever you do, whatever you earn, you leave behind. You can't take it with you. So, my dear friend, let us learn right from the second quarter. Let us learn to look at how we can turn in the third quarter. We must turn in the third quarter, not just exist. We should just live, realize the truth, and be liberated. Man has forgotten the purpose for moving from the second quarter to the third quarter. The purpose is enlightenment. But man has forgotten. Therefore, man just exists and dies. I told you, very few people will go to the fourth quarter. Very few people will cross 75 because average life is only 75. So very few people will go over 75. If they go, lesser people will go over 80. Very little people go over 90. What are we doing? Are we just waiting to die? I saw a beautiful analogy I'm sharing with you. Okay, before I close, I'm sharing a beautiful analogy. A butterfly. You know, a butterfly starts with the egg. The egg becomes a caterpillar. The caterpillar becomes a chrysalis. And the chrysalis becomes a butterfly. There are 4 stages in the life of a butterfly. And we should be inspired by the butterfly. We ourselves should remember we start like an egg. The first stage of our life is just like an egg. The second stage of our life, we are earning is that we are crawling like a caterpillar. The third stage of our life, we have to break free. We have to get freedom. And the fourth stage, we fly in the sky. We become one with God. 15th August is Independence Day. People are celebrating freedom. I tell them it's okay to celebrate freedom for India. But my friends, are you free? Are you free from anger, hate, revenge, jealousy? Are you free from the stress and worry and anxiety and fear of the mind? Are you free from the senses of the body? When are you going to be free? My dear friends, it is so important for us to look at a caterpillar and realize just like the caterpillar has 4 stages, we have 4 quarters in life. And we must work towards enlightenment, towards liberation before our life is over. Afterlife is over, no use. After you burn the whole trees into charcoal and sell charcoal and become poor man, then don't say, Ayo Rama, sandalwood tree, kya hua? Your life is over, life is gone. Either you can crawl throughout your life like a caterpillar, or you can live like a butterfly. And you can go from realization to liberation to unification. When will you realize the truth? When will you realize this? संसार है माया और इस मिथ्य में फंसा. संसार है माया और इस मिथ्य में फंसा. घोर अंधकार में फंसा मैं. कुछ भी मैं ना, पर इस झूठ में फंसा. बेवकूफी में जीता मैं. कब तक इस धोखे में जीऊंगा. दुख में मैं जीऊंगा रे. जीऊंगा मैं, फिर मैं मर जाऊंगा. फिर मैं जीऊंगा रे. सच तो ये है मैं कुछ नहीं. सच में प्रभु सब कुछ तू ही. अंधकार में यूं ही जीता और मरता हूं मैं. कृपा अगर हो प्रभु तेरी, सच का एहसास हो जाएगा. मालूम होगा मैं कुछ नहीं और सब कुछ तू ही. मैं कुछ भी ना, अहंकारिक फंसा. घोर विद्या अंधकार में फंसा. मैं नहीं, मैं नहीं, मैं नहीं, सब तू ही. We have to realize this. We have to realize that we are nothing. My dear friends, what is the point? We are discovering stars in outer space. What is the point of discovering what is under the oceans and submarines? When will we discover what is inside us? Has the scientist discovered what is inside? Huh? The scientist wants to discover what is outside, in outer space. But the scientist has not discovered what is the power that makes the heart beat. Scientists have not been able to discover consciousness. Man is not able to go inside. My dear friends, next week, I will talk to you on another book I've started writing. You know, every month I write a new book, you know that. And this book is thanks to Sanjay Das. The book is called Discover the Mystery of Rebirth. I have finished already 30% of the book. And by next week, I will give you, remember this Mausi story, Sanjay Das's Mausi. So we will be discussing next week the mystery of rebirth. That will be next Friday at 7:30. Now we will get into questions. And today my questions, I would request you to keep in mind. Remember this, life has 4 quarters. First we learn, then we earn, then we die. Our third quarter is not meant to die. Our third quarter is meant to discover the purpose. Before the 4th quarter is over, we must realize God. This is the ultimate goal of life. So let us go on to questions, my dear friends. Question answer. Yes. Is anybody ready with your questions? We can start question answer. Whether it is on the 4 quarters of life or any other question that you like. Yes, Gautam. Shivam.
If there is no specific clarify what I need, is there any chance to be enlightenment, or we have to be clear what we need in my life? One side business and one side enlightenment, one side family. So how to choose perfect one?
So you have to choose, no? I told you, first quarter of life is learning. Second quarter of life, how old are you, Gautam? How old are
30.
you?
31.
So you have another 10, 20 years. You can continue your earning. But one day, suddenly you will die. And if you are not enlightened, then you will come back. And you will have to come back and you have to face your karma. So it all depends on you. whether you want to just earn and you want to die, or you want enlightenment, you want liberation, you want unification with God. What do you want? You have to make up your mind. I am not here to demand or to tell you what you should have. You have to be clear what you want in your life.
But now I don't want to earn money, but my parents want me to earn money.
So let them earn.
They tell me to work hard.
So work hard, but work hard for 8 hours. And then 8 hours you sleep and have shower and get ready, and balance 8 hours you give to enlightenment. There are 8 plus 8 plus 8. This world is made up of 8 plus 8 plus 8, 24 hours. Say I will work for 8 hours. And 8 hours I will.
So what I have to do in 8 hours for enlightenment? How I have to spend in 8 hours?
You have to be in Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga. You have to live like a yogi. You have to, in that 8 hours also, don't keep on thinking how to make money, how to make money, how to make money. If whether you have got 1 crore in your bank or 10 crores in your bank, tomorrow you will die. How does it matter? Does it matter?
No.
Then we need
But how
money.
Mhm.
Yeah. We need money
how
for
I can-
food.
Yeah.
But how?
But how I can tell my parents that I don't need to earn money? They tell me you are very small age. Why you're doing bhakti?
Which
All
language? Which language they speak?
in our language only, Marwadi language.
Marwadi mein bolo. Because
So
they understand Marwadi, no? तो
yeah.
मारवाड़ी में बोलो, अम्मा अब्बा क्या करेंगे, पैसा थोड़ी सर पे रख के जाएंगे, तो जितना पैसा खाने के लिए चाहिए उतना करेंगे, बाकी प्रभु के ध्यान में जिएंगे. See, let me tell you one thing. Yesterday we spoke on something, I don't know whether you were there. What are the
I
3 things that hold you back from enlightenment? Duty, lust, and shame. If you are bound by your duty, then forget enlightenment. Then you come back again and again and again and again and again. You want to come back?
I don't want to come back again. No.
Then that's your choice. Next question.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dattatray. Thank you. Dattatray, please.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam Dattatray.
Sir, I know I'm a peaceful soul, a divine soul, but sometimes we forget it. Just how to remain aware in the present.
Give me one example how when you forget it, when you lose your anger, if you lose your temper, or when do you lose that peacefulness? Can you give me one example? If you don't mind, give me one example, then I can guide you.
Yes, sir. While working in office, due to some tensions, work pressure,
which office you're working?
As an engineer, I'm working.
Okay. So they are paying you for your job. You're working and they're giving a salary, correct?
Sir.
But your age is such, you're either in 2nd quarter or 3rd quarter in life. I'm not asking you your age.
But about 60.
You're 60, means you're already in the 3rd quarter. Correct, Dattatray? So now you think you are going to live another 100 years?
No.
So then what is going to happen after your life is over, Dattatray? Where you're going to go? One day body will die. One day body will die.
Sure.
Then where you will go? You know? You know or you don't know?
No.
You don't know or you know?
No, sir.
You don't know. As per your karma, you will be reborn. You know that or you don't know that?
I know.
You have doubt? You have any doubt or you are sure?
No. As per karma, I will get another birth.
Correct. The goal is not to get another birth. The goal for you is not to earn more money. Whatever money you have got, I'm not interfering about your job as an engineer. Please continue doing what you're doing. I'm not giving comment on that. But where should your consciousness be? where should your focus be?
Huh.
On engineering, or it should be on moksha?
Moksha.
So Dattatreya, your attention, nothing should disturb your attention with God. Have I told
Yes.
you? Have I told you the story of the engineer, which my guru used to tell? The most brilliant engineer. Have I told the story?
No.
Some 1,000 years back, one king, he had an island.
Yeah.
Then he conquered another island next to the island.
Okay.
So he told now lot of problem how to manage 2 islands.
Yeah.
So he had a brilliant engineer like you. He had a brilliant engineer. So what the engineer did, the engineer made an underwater tunnel between the 2 islands.
Yeah.
And now the king was able to manage both the islands. Naturally, the king was very, very happy. When the king called the wise man in the court and told him, I want to give this engineer a big prize. Engineer was 70 years old. He was not 60, he was 70 years old.
Okay.
So the king told, I want to give a best prize for this engineer.
Okay.
So the wise man told the king, okay, tomorrow I will tell you. And the next day, king asked the wise man, what is the gift we should give engineer Saab? The wise man told, I need some more time. Then after 1 month, the king got angry. Why, man, you're not giving? I told, give the prize to engineer. Why you are not giving? Then the wise man told, in the ear, he went to the king's ear and he told, my lord, when I spoke to God, he has told for this engineer in the open court, take a whip and beat 100 times. Take him and beat him 100 times.
Oh.
So the king was very disturbed. Are you mad? He told the wise man. Are you crazy? I am asking prize. I want to reward the engineer.
Yes.
Then the wise man told the king, God told me, I gave the engineer a brilliant brain, not for making the tunnel. I made the engineer a brilliant brain for realizing God.
Oh.
I made the brain engineer such a good brain to build a bridge to God, not build a bridge from one island to another island. So beat him nicely, beat him 100 times. So this is a story my guru used to always tell me.
Yeah.
So I hope you understand what I'm saying, Dattatreya. See,
Yes.
Dattatreya, we all need enough money to live, to eat, to pay our house rent. We need all that money. You agree with me, right, Dattatreya?
Yes.
But one day, very shortly, we have to go.
Correct.
What will do, Dattatreya? What will do with the property? What will do with the money? What will we do with all the gold? What will we do with our assets?
Meaningless.
Meaningless. What must be our focus? What must be our attention, Dattatreya?
I was before some years. I have planned after retirement. I want to become a yogi also. Himalayan tapasya वगैरह करना चाहते हैं.
So when you are planning to retire?
This year only.
Okay. So remember one thing: going to Himalayas is not the solution, but you must go inside. Wherever you are, you must go inside. Don't worry about going outside. You please go inside.
I see.
Then you will realize God inside you. And don't remember one thing: let nothing disturb you. If you are a yogi, I sang the song today. Remember, I don't know if you heard the song. योगी जो योग में सदा ही रहे, प्रभु के योग में रहे. Be with God, Dattatreya. You are such a divine person. When I see you, there's so much divinity in you. Concentrate on God. Just build a bond with God.
Yes.
Thank you, Dattatreya. Next question. Rajendra Bakwana.
Shivam here.
Shivam, sir.
Now, when you ask the question that आप में से कितने लोगों में ये गट्स है कि वानप्रस्थाश्रम के लिए तैयारी करें? So I want to say that I am in the 3rd stage. I have completed 55 in January this year.
Yes.
And Now, as you and many people already know that I am caught in Maya. I have to build my home. I have to clear the debts. These two responsibilities are actually stopping me. Otherwise, I am very much interested in going for the Vanaprastha. So, if you can suggest, you have already suggested me, but if you can suggest some golden words for me, I'm eager to hear.
This has to come from inside you. This is the golden words I'm telling you. When Buddha left his kingdom, left his wife, left his child, and walked away, are you in a more difficult situation than Buddha?
But actually, see, when I think that I have married to one girl who is my wife, now I have my son, so I have created some responsibilities.
Do the responsibility, but don't do beyond the responsibility. And learn to surrender and learn to accept. And the golden words I'm giving you today is seek only God. Don't keep your attention so much on building a new house. You tell your son, you build the house. I will not build the house. Why? I'm asking you, kiska theka hai? Kyun aapko ghar banana hai? No, I'm not discouraging you, or I'm not, but I am saying, agar ghar banna hai to banega. I am not telling ki ghar nahi banao, but your attention. I told you when I spoke on Mahatma Gandhi's attention was not on freedom. Mahatma Gandhi's attention was moksha. Freedom happened. Freedom happened along with his brahmacharya energy. If you build a strong bond with the divine, घर अपने आप बनेगा. घर की चिंता मत करो. Right now, you are more worried on the samsar because you're more. No,
No.
Okay.
I want to convey this, that because of these two responsibilities, I cannot go for Vanaprastha.
No,
But yeah,
Vanaprastha,
my focus is on God only.
Yeah, but nobody's asking to go to Vanaprastha. In today's world, you don't need to go Vanaprastha. You need to be Vanaprastha inside you.
Right.
You need to renounce in your head. You don't have to leave your house and go to the forest. I hope all of you are clear. I'm not telling Dattatray or you or anybody.
No, it is not about going to forest. I got your point that we have to be Vanaprastha.
We have to be in that state of renunciation. We have to be in that state of dispassion. If you have to be in the state of detachment. If you want to be happy, if you want God, see, you cannot discover the ocean unless you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. You have to make up your mind. क्या चाहिए? समुद्र चाहिए, किनारा चाहिए. अगर समुद्र चाहिए तो किनारा छोड़ो. अगर किनारा चाहिए तो समुद्र की बात छोड़ो. Can you get both? Can you get both?
No.
Right now, unfortunately, according to me, what you're telling me, your one hand is pulled in one direction and your other hand is pulled in other direction. That's my understanding. My answer to you, my guidance to you, put both hands towards God and tell God, you take care of me and my family. That does not mean become irresponsible. That does not mean you please do your work, but do your work in surrender. Do your work as a karma yogi. You must tell, मैं कुछ भी नहीं करता, सब कुछ आप करते हो.
Yes.
That you change your pattern of thinking and he will take charge of your life.
Thank you.
Sure. Tanu Chopra. Tanu?
Shivoham Guruji.
Shivoham, Tanu.
Guruji, I wanted to ask that in life, sometimes you feel very angry, बहुत गुस्सा आता है. And then you tend to say some things to the other person. But those things, what you tell, keep revolving in your mind only. So I don't know the other person it affects or not affects, the other person thinks or not thinks. But I am not able to get rid of what I have said. Even if what I have said is the truth. Even
Tanu,
if The
Yeah,
anger
there are only-
is right.
there are only 2 points here. One point to understand that if you get anger, if you get angry, it is like telling, if imagine I get so angry on you, I want to take a burning coal and throw on your face. I want
No,
to,
not,
so
not that
if I,
much angry.
no, wait, let me explain to you. But if I pick the burning coal in my hand, first I will burn my hand. Then I will throw on your face. So anger is like that. The moment you pick up some anger inside, first it will hurt your heart. It will prick you. It will be like it will poke you inside. That is the first understanding. But what is the biggest understanding, Tanu, is this. Suppose you're getting angry, right? Suppose you're getting angry, but you see, hey, you bloody fool, and you're shouting at Lord Shiva. Can you shout at Lord Shiva like that? But everybody is Shiva, no? Everybody is God. If everybody is God and we think everybody is God, how can we get angry? We cannot get angry. Start seeing God. That's why I teach you to say Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. Anybody you meet, even your servant, you must say Shivoham. Even your Gorkha, your watchman, you must say Shivoham. If there's a driver with a गाड़ी चलाने वाला, उसको Shivoham. जो झाड़ू मारता है, जो रोड साफ करता है, शिवोहम, 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 शिवोहम. How can you get angry? अगर वो शिवा है.
Some things in life, till your death, it will not change. It will remain same. And that you have to accept in life. Yes, it will happen. Maybe
No.
because of your deeds, or maybe because of other thinking, or
What?
maybe because of perception,
No.
or maybe because of something that is
What is
not
that?
going to change.
Tell me what is in that life. Tell me what in your life cannot change. Give me an example. What is the thing that cannot change in your life? Everything can change. What makes you think you can't change something? So this is a limitation you have. One lady was there. She came and told me, for 20 years I'm suffering. I'm suffering because my husband beats me every day. I told, who told you to live with the man? If he's beating you every day, who asked you to live for 20 years? You can leave him. She said, I never thought about it. I'm just giving an example. Correct? So whether it is anger, you can leave anger. You can leave hate. You can leave a relationship. Some people, one man was saying, for the last 10 years, I'm sleeping on a bed and every day I'm getting backache. I said, you're a fool, man. You're sleeping on the bed from 10 years and getting backache. Why can't you change your bed? They never thought about it. What, you never thought about it?
No, but
So-
commitment is for a lifetime. So you cannot do that.
Then you must, if you cannot change, for example, in a relationship, you must change your attitude in the relationship. Then you must learn not to get upset. Because if you are decided that there is a relationship, whatever relationship that be, with a parent, with a spouse, with whomever, right? Tanu, it's not worth to lose our peace of mind, whatever it be. It's not worth to lose our peace of mind. Keep that in mind. And I told you, if you see Shiva in front of you, you can't get angry at Shiva. So learn, because what is most important for you is your inner peace. In your inner peace, you will find the divine. I know right now you're not happy with my answer, but right.
No,
please
no,
think-
nothing like that, Guruji. I'm only telling, no, that thing does not affect me only. That affects everybody else also. And why the sufferer is everybody else also. If it is
Because
with
we are
me, it
reacting.
is.
No, because if there's no reaction, then there's no suffering. Try to stop the reaction. Try to ignore things. Try to be peaceful. Let it go. Let it go. It's like in a movie. If you see somebody shouting in the movie screen and you're sitting in the theater, will you get up and shout? Will you get up and shout? So in your house, if somebody is shouting, but you are also getting up and shouting because you're thinking it's a real thing. No, you think you watch the movie, let the scene be over. Then that person will realize I did wrong. that person may come and apologize. Or that person slowly, the person will stop shouting. That is my suggestion. Do we have any more questions? Okay. So Tanu, any more further? Tomorrow we can continue the question tomorrow if there's something more to continue. Okay.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you. Thank you. Karan Singh, according to you, what is meditation and what is the procedure to start meditation? And meditation, I have to focus on whom? I mean, one some God statue. Meditation is the method of quietening the mind. That is meditation. The procedure to start meditation is silence. Just be silent. In meditation, what must you focus on? Nothing. You just observe. You just try to be still. Just observe. Just observe. Just observe. Do nothing. Just be still. And then when there is no noise, you will hear his voice. You will hear the divine voice. Last question. Rishika. Question from Rishika.
It is not Rishika, sir. Krishna Sharma.
Ah, Krishna Sharma. That is the administrator doesn't know Krishna Sharma.
Yeah,
I know it.
Shivam, sir.
Tell me, sir.
Sir, one doubt, sir. You have
Yeah.
told yesterday 3 hurdles for the enlightenment: lust and duty, lust and shame. Duty and lust I am able to understand, but shame I am not able to understand. How it is becoming a hurdle for us?
My guru told me, please leave color clothes. They're only white clothes.
Repeat,
My
sir.
guru told, please leave all color, red, blue, green shirt, denim, red, blue. I was wearing red t-shirt, green t-shirt, yellow t-shirt. He told, for you to be enlightened, you just leave all these colors. You wear only white. It's best peaceful. But when I came and told in my house, they told you're a fool or what? What people will say? What people will think about you? Become man. I used to wear green suit and red suit on BBC. I've come on BBC with a pink color suit. I was a hero wearing all colors. What people will say? When we start worrying about what other people will think, that is ashamed. We feel ashamed. When we start, suppose you tell in your house every day I'm going ask care 30 minutes. Hey, what, you mad fellow, man? What, every day you're going for ask care? Crazy fellow, mad fellow. Hey, what people will say every day I'm going. When we start worrying about other people, that is shame. When we start worrying about what other people will say about what I am doing. Am I bothered what other people will say? I'm not bothered. What am I bothered? I'm bothered about my God. I do my God's work. Very important. If we become ashamed of anything on the path of enlightenment, we cannot go forward. We will get stuck.
Okay.
Last question.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Komal, last question. Today we are late, but I'll take the last question. Shivoham, the last question of Komal is, what is the way to live with peace and happiness every moment of life? Komal, the way to peace and happiness every moment of life is to live life moment by moment. Just live life well. Remember this. आगे भी जाने ना तू, पीछे भी जाने ना तू, जो भी है बस यही एक पल है. Only this moment matters, Komal. And it is not difficult to be happy in this moment. Try to concentrate only on this moment. If you concentrate on this moment, just this moment, be in Ananda. Be completely in Ananda. And moment by moment, moment by moment, moment by moment, you will reach that state of eternal bliss and everlasting peace. My dear friends, it's very late. So with that note, we have overshot time, or we have not finished overshot time. Okay, so I thought we have overshot time because I'm in the time difference. It's just on time. So my dear friends, this is the beautiful thing to learn to live life moment by moment. Because we are trying to add the past, and we are carrying the burden of the past, and we are carrying the fear of the future. Because we are carrying the burden of the past and the fear of the future. You know, Komal, let me give you a quick example. Since administrator reminds me, I have 2 more minutes. I'll give you one quick example. So there was one villager. He came in the train, and they told him that, you know, you're allowed only 1 bag of 20 kilos. But the villager had 1 bag of 20 kilos and one more gunny bag of 20 kilos mangoes, which he was taking to the town for his friend. So when he sat in the train, he kept the bag of 20 kilos in the train, and the mango 20 kilo he kept on his head. So the TT came. He told him, sir, what are you keeping 20 kilos in your head? You're mad. What are you doing? He said, sir, I'm an honest man, sir. 1 bag, 20 kilos, I'm keeping on the train. Another 20 kilos, I'm keeping on my head. Because I'm not allowed 40 kilos. I'm keeping on my head. The TT told him, I don't care, you keep on the head or you keep on the train. Because if you keep on the head also, the train is carrying it. You have to pay 20 kilos fine. You know, Komal, we human beings, we are unnecessarily keeping extra 20 kilos on the head. We are going on thinking, we are going on worrying, we are so much bothered about everybody else in this world. We don't realize this is just a leela. Ye leela hai maya, kuch bhi sach to na. When you realize the truth, then नाटक ये प्रभु का है एक ख्वाब जैसा, जहां में होता जो वो माया है. You know that, right? सवाल हमें कोई ना करना है, हो मंजूर सब कुछ हमें करना है, अर्पण सभी हमको करना है, निर्देशक वो उनकी लीला, हम तो कलाकार है, कर्तव्य है करना ये लीला. It's just a show, Komal. Komal, it's just a show. We come and we go. Why you are thinking this drama is real? Why you are thinking it's tomorrow, the game will be over. It will be the end. Focus on liberation. Focus on unification. And you will be happy if you live life moment by moment. With that note, I bow down to all of you and look forward to seeing you at 8 tomorrow in Ask Care. I thank you.